Welcome to the first edition of Young Martial Entertainment. We're here in the studio with two talented individuals from Brock University who together have created a digital production known as Instillment Productions. You may be familiar with some of their work from Brock University, from Playmakers Sports Pep Rally back of September 2014. They've also done a music video called Sleepwalking, which I think was amazing. And they've done some amazing work with Brock TV as well that you've probably seen around campus. Can you three, first of all, introduce yourselves, your program, and your role in this production?
Well, thanks for having us here. We appreciate it. My name's Reece and I spearhead Instillment Productions. I'm taking Media Comm here at Brock, and yeah, it's been a great time.
Yeah, I'm Jake Maiuri. I'm in concurrent education for primary junior at Brock University. I'm just like Reece's right-hand man. I usually work on audio mainly, almost like the producer, just behind-the-scenes work, and just whatever Reece needs, I'll be there for him whenever.
Oh, wow. That's pretty interesting. So, first of all, I just want to start by thanking you for being here. I know it's supposed to be three of you today, but your partner, the third person, couldn't be here. But I really do appreciate you taking time off your busy schedule to be here. Let's get started. You have your first film called Restoration, which is being premiered at the Brock TV Film Fest. First of all, for those who don't know about Brock's Film Fest, could you describe what the event's about?
Well, actually, this will be our first year in the Film Fest, so we're hoping that'll be a fun night, meet some more talented filmmakers, and we're excited to see all the work that's in it. So it should be a fun night, but this will be our first year, so we're coming in with pretty good expectations. Okay.
You heard it from them, so you better be there. It's definitely a good time to just come out. I know with your busy schedule and everything, support the Brock talent that's out there. You know, people are working hard behind the scenes, so show some support. And it's also a good time to just relax, you know, get some stress off, and also feel Hollywood, just to say. So you three are students here at Brock. So tell me, how did you guys meet? Because I know it's very uncommon to have three people who have similar passions to come together and actually work together. So what's the story behind this?
It's all you, Jake.
Well, we all went to high school together. We all live in Niagara Falls, so we all went to high school together previously. So we've all been like really close friends. It hasn't been till like recently though, within like the past year, where we've actually got together closely in film to like create videos and projects, stuff like that. But for this particular film, I remember it was October of like 2014, the midterm season. I'm at home working on some midterms, and I don't know, I was just, I was stressed and busy, and my phone is ringing, and it's from Reece Fisher. I said, oh no. What's going on now? So I pick up, and he said, hey, Jake. I said, hey, what are you doing? Not much. How about you? No, I'm just studying. And he said, listen, Jake, what's your availability from now until January? And I said, why? What's up? He said, well, I'm throwing together this project for the Brock Film Fest in January. I'd love you, like, if you would be on board with like my right-hand man. And I said, well, for sure, like, count me in. And from there, Reece held meetings and he got everyone together in late October, early November. And it was just really organized. He had certain dates for shooting. He set certain dates, what actors were going to be involved, what behind the scenes people were going to be involved. There's helpers on set. So October, November was the planning. And then in December, all December we filmed, all January we filmed. And then it was just crunch time in the early January to get this done, get this out, get this ready for the submission date.
It was real funny. Like I feel like our chemistry is very well. Like we just came together. There's no forcing. It was just kind of like the pieces fell into the puzzle, and we just worked really well together. And it's great to see how like people from different areas of like he's in concurrent, I'm in media. It's funny to see how people can come together.
Wow. Because honestly, I thought it was you were all in film class and probably just had a project together, and from there you figured the chemistry was going and decided to work together. That's amazing. Reflecting on the movie Restoration, what's the inspiration behind it? Is there a message that you guys wanted people viewing it to take?
Well, for those who know Assassin's Creed or have played Assassin's Creed, it's kind of like a modern day take on that. And like the real message there is just justice being served, I guess you could say. Like there's no real deeper meaning in it, and you'll see that when you watch it. It's pretty straightforward, but yeah, it's mainly based off Assassin's Creed, I guess, in the modern day. So, yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I was watching a trailer of it, which we're gonna show in a minute. Dante, who's this Dante guy?
To be honest with you, I actually played Dante in the film, and
Okay.
he's our main character, Vince's father, and he ended up passing away in the beginning of the movie, but he leaves a very large burden for Vincent to pick up on that he left off. So I leave something for my main actor in the film, and
Okay.
yeah, so Dante's kind of like the
wow.
overhead figure of this whole movie and like the driving force behind Vincent's actions, I would say.
Okay, that's really awesome. So right now we're just gonna take we're gonna be showing the trailer of the movie Restoration, which is gonna be, like I said, aired at Brock TV's Film Fest, January 22nd, which will be next Thursday. So here's a clip.
When Dante was a young man, he knew his life would be hard, unforgiving, and dark. But his only true joy and happiness was you, Vince.
Vince, the restoration of the Brotherhood lies within your hands.
So you just watched the trailer for the movie Restoration. So just tell us a little bit about the process of making this movie.
Definitely a lot of planning went into it. Getting dates that everyone could make it out was probably our toughest challenge, I would say. It's just because every one of us is either in university or at Niagara, and it was tough to schedule between schedules. And Sunday nights and Sunday days ended up being our best bet with everybody. And so I guess that was our biggest challenge in the process of the movie. There's a lot of post-production, I guess you could say. You'll see there's a lot of visual effects, and that took up a lot of time. A lot of Jake and mine time, for sure. That's for sure. I pulled a couple all-nighters. And,
You have to, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, but it was a lot of cold days as well. There's some outdoor shots, but my team was great. The crew was awesome. They pushed through. My family was involved with a lot of the catering for food, and my mom's being Italian. My mom just made a huge plate of food for everybody. Yeah, so the crew was definitely willing to come over when all the food was out. That's for sure.
That's definitely awesome. Did you guys have a budget for the movie? Or
no, it's kind of mostly we made all the props ourselves, really. So we had a very, very low budget, next to no budget, and anything that we had to buy was right out of our pockets. So.
Okay, that's awesome. This leads to my next question. You guys are students with busy schedules, as most students out there can relate. You also have school, you have work, you have friends and family. So tell me, how are you guys able to find the time? Because that's one thing that I can guarantee that most people struggle with, the time. So I'm sure it was definitely challenging to coordinate that. So just tell us, how did you guys find the time?
Yeah, can you use time in a sentence? No, time's one of those things where it was really hard. We were pulling all-nighters, like Reece said. We were scrambling between school, and when we planned it, we didn't realize we started filming right in December, right in exams. So we'd be filming on set. We'd be like, all right, guys, we gotta take a break. I gotta go home and study. I forgot about school.
People were bringing their exam reviews on set. It was pretty funny to see.
So we made it work, and because exactly like what Reece would say too, he's a strong believer in is if you love something, if you have a passion for something, you'll always find the time, no matter what. If that's all-nighters or if that's cutting it to the last minute with school or to exams. And I know that sounds bad, but I mean, everyone always has hobbies in their life. They're always loving something, and you just gotta dedicate your time, and everything else will fall into place.
Yeah, that's definitely awesome. Because time management is something that a lot of students struggle with.
The biggest thing too is getting your crew passionate about it too, and that helps a lot. I feel like if your crew and your actors are passionate for the project, they're going to want to make time for it as well.
Yeah,
and I feel like we did a pretty good job at that, because most of our actors were pumped to be on set every day, even though they were busy and they had things to do, but they were ready to go whenever we needed them. So we couldn't appreciate our crew and actors anymore.
Yeah, that's also a challenge too, because you have great ideas, but if you don't have the right people behind you, that could, you know, because as much as you guys are film producers and stuff, you're leaders of what you're doing, right? So what did you learn from this project, both negative and positive?
Some of the positive things were that we got a crew behind us now. We got people that are going to be helping out a lot more. But there's a lot of, I wouldn't say negative, but definitely a lot of learning curves. We definitely could have planned a lot more, maybe started a bit earlier at a better time. Like Jake said, we started right at the beginning of exams, which is kind of tough. Definitely leave more time for reshoot days because there was a couple times we had to reshoot some scenes and shots. Leave more time, just get more time and start earlier, and definitely time. Yeah, exactly.
Time is definitely a big factor, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And maybe just I think time. Yeah. Yeah.
That's literally it. For next time, like the next project we have, we're gonna know now all like the bumps we encounter now. We just got them all out of the way, so next time it's gonna be great.
Awesome. Obviously I know working with people, like relationships, anything, you know, like all those late nights, I'm guessing you were probably lacking some sleep. And anyone kind of getting your nerves by any chance? Do you guys like have times where you guys kind of had disputes on decisions? Or
the funny thing is we actually didn't. The chemistry between us
was good.
Nights just helped us.
Yeah, it almost made it stronger, which is kind of funny.
Our connection just got better. Like it was like 6 a.m. We're like, wow, I love you.
Especially his mom making some meals, right?
There's always food.
Yeah, every hour it just came down the stairs. The food's coming down. Like what's going on? It was awesome.
Yeah, there's definitely between him and I think we had a great connection. There's actually a few times he would point me in the right direction almost and say, well, what if we try this? And I'd be like, that's such a great idea. And I would always be open to that, and he'd be open to my ideas. And we just have a really good working relationship. That's for sure.
That's good. Learning from each other is always a good thing, right? Yeah. Open to advice, open to suggestions is always really good. Did you guys film the entire movie in St. Catharines, or did you have to go elsewhere?
It was actually all over the Niagara region. We're actually from Niagara Falls, so we did most of it there. But we actually headed out to St. Catharines a couple times to shoot some of the scenes. But it was great. Definitely used up all the resources we could have used here.
Yeah. Was there like a target audience, or was this movie just for people who love movies?
I'd say our target audience is more people who like to be on the edge of their seat, who like fast-paced movies. Probably an older crowd. There's definitely a little bit of violence, Assassin's Creed, right? So definitely people who like fast-paced action. Like that's our style, and you could probably see that through most of our work. We like the fast-paced, kind of dark look to it. So
so that's definitely good. So do you guys have any upcoming projects that we should be looking out for apart from this movie?
We got tons actually.
Remember that word time? Remember that word?
Yeah.
We're doing a bunch actually. Reece probably knows more. He's got everything on the go, but got a couple more music videos on the way. He's got about like 3 or 4 more music videos on the way
for Jake's band Avenue In, which you guys should check out. Great band, but
for band, a few music videos there. Commercial for Crime Stoppers, a big one that we'll probably talk about if you want to go on.
Crime Stoppers around Niagara asked us to make a video for their project that they're doing, just to make high school kids aware of like what they do and like how they do it. So that's been our focus actually right now after we submitted our Render This submission. And then another kind of on the bigger side project, Baffin Winter Apparel has been in contact with us about doing some promotional video for them, so we're pretty excited to take on.
One more question before we wrap this up. What advice could you give to someone who may be in the movie making industry or might have a talent that they want to work on, but they don't have the time? What's your advice for that? It could be motivation, it could be time, it could be commitment.
Yeah, like I said before, just time. If you can really manage your time and you really want that, then you're probably going to make the time to do it. And to anyone out there, like you said, who has a passion, like if you really like it, you got to go for it. I'd say life's too short. I hate to get all deep and emotional, but life's really too short to not go for it. And I feel like anyone who has that passion should definitely go as hard as they can at first, at least give it a shot to say that they've tried. So to any young filmmakers out there, I'd say you do it.
Yeah. So that's definitely a good lesson that people can learn.
Yeah, well, like I said too, like those late nights, like editing and visual effects, they didn't seem like late nights. They just seemed like hanging out with a good friend and doing something we love, right? So all of a sudden, before we know, oh, it's 4 a.m. Maybe we should sleep, right? So yeah. So definitely, if you're doing something you love, it's not going to feel like you're working. I know it's pretty cliche, but it's true. It's hard work, and it's definitely can get on your nerves sometimes, but it all is worth it at the end. That's for sure.
Yeah. So you've heard it from Instillment Production members themselves. Make sure to go out and support their project. Share it on social media. Go to the Brock TV's Film Fest. Make sure you do that. Take some time out of your day and do it. It's January 22nd. I believe it's at 7 p.m.
Yep.
7 p.m.
At 6. Festival starts at 7.
Okay. And where on campus?
The Sean O'Sullivan Theater. Right by Market there.
Okay. And where else can they follow you on social media?
You can head over to our Facebook page, Twitter. We're on Instagram. We're coming out with a website soon, so you'll be able to find us on all that.
YouTube as well.
Yeah, YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I just want to thank you guys once again for being on the show. You're the first guest, so
thank you for having us. We appreciate it. It's been an honor.
Hopefully you guys will come back with more projects, and I'm definitely excited to share that experience with you guys. So for the viewers out there, thank you for tuning in, and make sure you tune in on social media and follow us as well. Thank you for your time. Stay tuned.